Morning students. In today's lecture from the chapter Systematics, second chapter Systematics, we are going to study five kingdom system in which kingdom Monera is the first kingdom. The character shown by it is the unicellular organisms. Uni means what? Single. Single celled, made up of single cell organisms. Those are included into the kingdom Monera, and they are with prokaryotic cellular organization. Prokaryotic means primitive type of nucleus like this. This one is the prokaryotic, in which the nucleus is primitive type, so called as prokaryotic cellular organization. That is the undeveloped. Pro means primitive, means what? Undeveloped nucleus. We have seen in that figure. Okay. Now, this kingdom Monera shows this character, important character, unicellular, means made up of single celled and undeveloped organisms. These are the two most important characters from the kingdom Monera. Now, that is the second character. They are omnipresent. Omnipresent means they are present anywhere. They are present anywhere in the atmosphere, so called as omnipresent. Omni means anywhere. This is the second most important character. Unicellular organism, prokaryotic unicellular organization, and omnipresent means present anywhere in the environment. Now the third character, they are found in all types of environment which are not generally inhabited by other living beings. Other living beings means they stop they stopped and their normal forms is called as the not they are autotrophs. Photoautotrophs means they can produce their own food material with the help of light, so called as they are photoautotrophs. Photo means light, and with the help of light they can produce. And chemoautotrophs means what? Chemo means with the help of chemical energy which is released by the different reactions, and so they are called as chemoautotrophs. But majority are heterotrophic in the nature. Most are photoautotrophics and some are chemoautotrophics. But majority of them are heterotrophic in the nature. So this is the important character: photoautotrophic, chemoautotrophic, and heterotrophic. Heterotrophic means what? Dependent on other organisms for their development or the food nutrition. In this way they are called as heterotrophic. And chemoautotrophic, they are used the chemical or the chemical energy. So unicellular organisms, prokaryotic cellular organization, omnipresent, these are the important character. They are found in all types of environment, not generally inhabited by other living beings. They are photoautotrophs or chemoautotrophs and heterotrophic in the nature. These are mostly peculiar characters shown by these organisms. Now, see another characters about the nucleus. They do not have well-defined nucleus. Well-defined nucleus means undeveloped nucleus, so called as prokaryotic nucleus or prokaryotic cells. DNA exists a simple double-stranded circular single chromosome. The double-stranded circular, generally double-stranded chromosomes are present, but in this case they are single chromosomes, so called as nucleoid. Smaller circular molecules of DNA as the extra chromosomal genetic elements called as plasmids. Double-stranded circular chromosome nucleoids, the genetic elements called as plasmids, are often present. See, these are the important character about the nucleus structure. And so extra chromosomal genetic element is called as plasmids. They are often present. Now about the cell wall, see, about smaller circular molecules of DNA is extra chromosomal genetic elements, that is the plasmids. This is about the nucleus structure, primitive type of the nucleus. About the cell wall, it is made up of murine, peptidoglycan molecule, also called as the murine, which is a polymer of sugar and amino acids. Polymer means more units, so called as their polymers. More unit means what? They are made up of sugars, sugar molecule and the amino acid. These two compounds, and they are collectively formed the peptidoglycan. Sugar and amino acid forms the peptidoglycan, and this peptidoglycan is also called as murine. So this is the important characters of kingdom Monera. In short, we have seen that smaller molecule DNA called as plasmid, polymers of sugars and amino acid to form the peptidoglycan, also called as murine, and murine is the component of cell wall. These are the characters of mostly these Monera organisms. The another character, see about the character cell organelles. The membrane-bound organelle, mitochondria, chloroplast, endoplasmic reticulum are absent. Generally, these mitochondria, chloroplast, endoplasmic reticulum are present in eukaryotic cell, but in prokaryotic cell, these are absent. Reproduction is asexual. Asexual means gametes are not present there, or gametes are not involved in the reproduction. That is with the help of binary fission or budding. These two types of the asexual reproduction. Means binary fission means by the two fragments, they are divided into two fragments, or by budding means bud is formed, and from the bud they are developed into two different cells, is called as budding. See, like this. So the reproduction in the Monera is asexual, that is by binary fission or the budding. This is the important character of kingdom Monera. There are two types. First is Archibacteria. Archibacteria, these are the type included into this kingdom Monera. So the first this type Archibacteria, these are differentiated from other bacteria on the basis of their different cellular features. Cellular features means what? Differentiated from other bacteria. Normal bacteria, they are differ from the cellular features. They are found in a variety of the places, from volcanic creatures to the salty lakes, and hot spring. Volcanic creatures. In that area, those bacteria are observed are called as archibacteria. And to the salty lakes and hot springs. In hot temperature also, there are these type of bacteria are present. So it is called as the uh, salty lakes. Salty lakes means what? They are present in the lakes which contains the salt, more amount of the salt, so called as salty lakes and hot springs. So this is the most important character of archibacteria, found in the variety of places from volcanic creatures to the salty lakes and hot springs. This is the important character of this archibacteria. Now, their ability to withstand such a hostile environment speaks to their capacity to survive in severe condition. Hostile environment and their capacity to survive in severe condition. That means they are survived. Though there may be severe conditions, these archibacteria has the ability to survive with, and so the called as their ability to withstand such hostile environment speaks their capacity to survive in severe conditions. It is another important character of this archibacteria species. These bacteria that can withstand the high salinities are called as halophils. High salinities are also called as halophil, means what? Salt water. Halophils are present in the high salinities. Those contains the more amount of salt in the water, so called as halophils. And while present in the extreme temperature are known as thermophils. That is the difference in between halophils and thermophils. Thermophils are present in the extreme temperature and halophils are present in the high salinities, means salty water areas, so called as halophils. So this is the types according to their nature where they are present in which area, so called as halophils and thermophils. A very common example is methanogenic bacteria. Methanogenic bacteria is found in the in the gut of ruminants, cows or the buffaloes. These bacteria help in the production of biogas plants. This methanogenic bacteria, what they are doing? Methanogenic means methane production, or the methane is produced, CH4 gas is produced by these bacteria. So this is the common example, methanogenic bacteria, and they are also found in the guts of the ruminants. That is, ruminants means what? Cows and buffaloes. And in their guts, these methanogenic, methane producing bacteria are present. So this is the another example of the archibacteria. Cows and buffaloes, they are present guts of the cows and buffaloes, and they are useful in the methane production, so called as the methanogenic bacteria. These are included into the type archibacteria. So cow dung is also example. which produces the biogas. So in biogas production, these are mostly used for the methane production in the larger amount. So a common example, methanogenic bacteria, we have to see. Now in this archibacteria, we have seen this most important character on the basis of temperature and the high salinities. They are called as halophils and thermophils. And biogas plants useful bacteria is the methanogenic bacteria. So these are the important character. And on the basis of their shapes, rounded shape coccus, rod shape, spiral shape, comma shape or kidney shaped, these are differentiated into these type of the bacteria. Rounded is called as coccus, spiral like spirulum. These are the different shapes of the bacterial cell, and on the basis of these shapes they are known as coccus, coccobacillus, spirulum. Another type is eubacteria. In eubacteria, those are commonly called as true bacteria. So this is the most important, which bacteria are called as true bacteria, that is the eubacteria, which have cell wall of peptidoglycan. You know that these are the polymers of peptidoglycan, means polymer of sugar and amino acid components. So their cell wall is made up of peptidoglycan molecules or the compounds. Consist of the peptidoglycan consist of sugar and amino acid. Another character, autotrophic or heterotrophic. Auto means what? Food material they can produce, and heterotrophs means they are depend on other for the food material. Food cannot be produced by them. This is the difference between autotrophs and heterotrophs. So this is the character of eubacteria, autotrophic and heterotrophic nature. Uh, First is true bacteria, peptidoglycanic cell wall, means sugar and amino acid, autotrophic and heterotrophic mode of nutrition, that is food material is synthesized by them, or some are heterotrophic means depend on other, or food cannot be produced by them. So these are the character. Another is the autotrophs can be photosynthetic, like chlorobion, green sulfur bacteria. This is the example of photosynthetic bacteria. And photosynthetic bacteria, green sulfur bacteria is also known, and chemosynthetic like sulfur bacteria. So these are the two types, photosynthetic bacteria and chemosynthetic bacteria. Photosynthetic is the example of green sulfur bacteria and chlorobion, and chemosynthetic is the sulfur bacteria. So these are the two types. Green sulfur bacteria is for photosynthetic, and chemosynthetic means chemical reaction through energy is released, and they are using this energy for the synthesis of food material. So example of chemosynthetic bacteria is the sulfur bacteria. And photosynthetic bacteria, photo means light, and with the help of light, like this chlorobion, green sulfur bacteria produces food material, so it is called as autotrophic. So these are the important characters of eukaryotic eubacteria, which are called as true bacteria, cell wall made up of peptidoglycan, and autotrophic and heterotrophic. Now this is the example of nostoc for the